to Barley. And this is episode 114. I'm your host, Ben Rice. We're here today in Auburn, California at Crooked Lane Brewing. Whoop, whoop, whoop. We did it. To talk about the Queen of Beer competition for 2019. With us today from Crooked Lane is Brewmaster Teresa Psuty.
Thank you, Ben.
Thank
you for having me. It's lovely to see you, and thank you for being here, and I mean that.
It's been a while since we've talked.
I know. At least 2-3 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But on a recording. It's been
but on a recording, it's been like a mouse's age.
Yeah.
since we've been on this together.
Yeah, it's fun. Because, I remember when we did, the first one was episode 3. Then when you guys were celebrating your opening, it was 31. And that seemed like ages. It had been ages between those two conversations. And now this is episode 114. It is 83 episodes later.
It's like you talked to us when we were babies, or not even. We weren't even born yet. Yeah. And then we were toddlers. Yeah. And now we're cranky old people.
Yeah, now the California Craft Brewery of the Year.
Yes. Okay, I feel less cranky when I think about that.
Yeah,
that's
so
pretty
funny.
Cool. It is. It's super fun.
Yeah.
It's
What a difference 3 years
So
makes.
many autographs I have to sign all the time.
And wow.
Just kidding.
Can we just say wow?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
We can say wow.
I'm pretty psyched about it.
First year out of the gate, you get a gold medal for your Doppelbock at GABF. Just first time through.
That's
I know.
Nice to
hear that.
I know. And then it just, I have to answer the question, what is Doppelbock for the last 3 years?
Yeah, nonstop.
It's not doppelganger.
Yeah.
Doppelbock. Yes. It's very nice. Oh my gosh.
Oh, thank you.
Wonderful to see you again, even though we see each other all the time. But officially, lovely to see you again.
Well, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Oh, you're very welcome. And then on behalf of the Queen of Beer, we have Melissa McCann.
Hello there.
And Rebecca Steele-Wilkie.
Hello again.
And Vickie Olson, who may or may not talk.
Bang online.
Yeah. So we're here to talk about the 2019 Queen of Beer. I know we did a quick episode last year about the 2018 but it had already happened. We were in the middle of judging.
We were.
And so this year we planned ahead. We're like, maybe we should tell people that they can enter in advance.
Let's do that.
So let's do that.
Let's do that.
So smart. What is Queen of Beer? What's its history? What's going on?
We are in its 26th year.
Jesus.
And we're just blowing it out of the water this year. It's a national competition with sponsors, corporate sponsors from around the U.S., and we have entrants from around the U.S., and we're just really excited about what we have to offer our entrants. We have scholarships for Siebel for the Best of Show winner, and we also have UC Davis scholarships for anyone who enters the competition. So we're really excited about that.
Yeah, and now, as the name would imply, Queen of Beer, it is a female-centric beer competition.
Female-identified brewers, you are welcome to join us, and we would love to have you.
Yeah, and last year, the winner had a Pro-Am Brewing Day with Fort Rock Brewing.
Yes, she did.
She just did it.
Yes.
With
2 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Jessica Finley from Colorado.
Yes.
We were over there. She brewed her beer with Fort Rock, and we had the reveal of it, the Rutgers Rye, and it was fabulous, and we just really enjoyed that. And this year we get to brew with Drake's Brewing out of San Leandro. If you enter the competition and your beer is chosen as the best of show, you will be brewing with Drake's Brewing out of San Leandro. We'll be helping you get there, and we're really excited about that, and they're waiting to hear who they're going to be brewing with.
Yeah, that's going to be awesome. That's a big prize, because Drake's has been around, it's only 30 years of experience.
Right.
And you get to have your beer on their tap.
And I can't think of another brewery that is better at inclusion. Drake's is, except for maybe Crooked Lane.
Yeah.
We'll be
at a smaller scale. I mean,
we might be talking to Crooked Lane about these pro-ams that might happen with Queen of Beer. We'll just have to see what happens.
We'll have to map that out.
We shall discuss.
But yeah, Drake's is, they have so many women on staff. They do,
and they're so inclusionary. Oh my gosh,
very inclusive.
Yeah. And they're inclusive in beer styles. Whatever you want to brew, they're we're down for it.
Yeah.
We've thrown a tree into beer. Well, what do you want to make? We're gonna do it. We are Drake's.
And they would rather you tell them what you want to brew than they tell you what to do.
Yeah.
And they'll just come on board.
Yeah, everything under the sun, malt liquor. We know they're the experts on malt liquor.
Yeah, exactly.
It's really awesome.
PBR Barn.
Yeah.
Kidding.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool. And then obviously, I'm sure some listeners are probably wondering, how can you enter the Queen of Beer competition?
Well, you can go to...
when do you have to enter by?
queenofbeer.beer is where you find out all the information about the competition. And our entry window and registration window is open until December 6th of this year. And just get your beers in. We want you there.
Now, is the beer also due in on the 6th?
Yes. That's the end of the shipping window as well. So we had our registration open only until like the 26th of November, but we went ahead and changed that because we want to be sure that anybody that wants to enter is welcome to be in there. And just get your beers shipped and entered and shipped by that date, and you are good to go.
How many bottles do they need to have to submit?
3. We want 3 because we want to be sure that your beer is fresh for
each
the
round.
Initial brew judging, and then also if you move on to the best of show or the mini best of show, we want your beer to be fresh. So that's why we need 3 bottles. So.
Perfect. Mm-hmm. So this will be it. So September 6th, you have to register by. So if you're listening right now, day of release. Make a beer now. Think of a really great beer and make it now. Or if you have one that's pretty good right now, submit it.
Yep, get it in there.
Get it in. If you've got a homebrew, you've got a few bottles lying around, it's only 3 bottles. You probably have 3 bottles. How many bottles do you make in your homebrew? Like 25, 30 bottles? You probably got 3 lying around.
Right.
Yeah.
Just submit it.
If you don't have 3 bottles of beer, you need a bigger system.
Yeah.
I concur.
Especially
not be so thirsty.
Let's get it out there. Let's get it judged, and let's get it.
Yeah. And
finalized.
let's say you're brand new to homebrewing, right?
Oh my gosh, we want you in our competition. We have a competition within our competition. If you're a first-time entrant, we are so excited to have you, and we want to encourage you to enter the competition. So we actually have medals for first-time entrants within the regular entry. So.
And what comes with that as far as if you win that, you win the best newcomer or whatever the award is?
We have medals for... If you're identified as a first-time entrant, we want you to be acknowledged. And so we're looking at you, and we're going to keep track of the scores, and there's going to be a first, second, third place just for first-time entrants. And then if you're first, second, or third within the entire competition, you're going to end up with 2 different medals. It'll be great.
Yeah. So, yeah, exactly.
And then if you win Best of Show, you're coming home with 3 medals. So.
Yeah. Now, if you're getting the best first-timer, is that like the Princess of Beer?
Kinda. Instead of the queen.
Yes. You would be a princess.
Both.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
We all know that you have it. We want you to bring it and just come on down. It's going to be awesome.
This episode of Barley and Me is brought to you by The Art of Beer. Tickets are on sale now for the 8th Annual Art of Beer Invitational, happening on January 24th, 2020 at the McClellan Conference Center in Sacramento. Enjoy unlimited pours from more than 40 craft breweries, food samples from local restaurants, plus an art gallery and silent art auction featuring artwork donated by the participating breweries. The event benefits Make-A-Wish, Northeastern California, and Northern Nevada. Get your tickets at artofbeerinvitational.com. Barley and Me listeners can get $5 off by using promo code BARLEY5. That's artofbeerinvitational.com using promo code BARLEY5. The Art of Beer returning January 24th, 2020.
Something that's going to happen that's really pretty amazing. Amaretti is one of our big sponsors for the entire event, and they want to really reward the winner of the fruit beer category, and you will be shipped your own fermenter, and that is just mind-blowing to me. And that just happened to yesterday. I got that email, and I'm just like so excited about that, and
That's so fabulous.
not really going to advertise that other than right here. And so, yeah.
Just think of what you can do with that.
How many fruit beers are going to get it? That's a leg up to anybody who's listening right now.
Yeah,
You're like, okay,
right?
I'm making a fruit beer tonight.
First time in
Absolutely.
Nobody else knows.
Let's do it.
I'm just so excited about that. They are so on board for an all-female competition, and they're just like, what can we do to help you out? And so they're not only a financial sponsor and then a sponsor for our swag for our volunteers, but they're also our sponsor for our judging ceremonies, and then also they want to award that fruit beer category because they are an extract company, and they're
it's
just
all about
amazing.
the honoring of you.
Yeah.
And just bring it, and we can make it happen.
And then what other kind of sponsorships are there? What other kinds of little tweaks and prizes are there for people who are entering Queen of Beer?
Well, just
we
some
have
scholarships.
It's scholarships, silent auction.
Mm-hmm. Well, we have the first time entrance award, and then we have the best of show award, and then we have obviously the fruit beer category award winner, and then there's a little something coming from Ninkasi for all of our first place and winners as well. So
yes, the goddess of beer.
Yes, there might be something that might equate to the goddess of beer coming my way in order to mail to you. So I'm a little excited about that as well. That's a little bit more of a secret. So
yeah. Well, I'm always here to get secrets.
Like entering a homebrew competition, one of the best things you get back is a feedback sheet that is filled with feedback from qualified judges that will help you to brew better beer, because that's the point of all of this, is just to become a really rock star brewer.
Absolutely.
Yep.
And to really get the validation that your beer is hitting on these marks and you need to work on these things. Like that's why I enter a competition. I mean, it doesn't suck if you get a medal, but it's certainly like the feedback is gold.
But the growth and knowledge that you're going to get out of this competition and be with the same women and talk to and understand, you're absolutely going to be able to make a better beer next year.
Yeah.
And you could win it all if you don't win it this year, or you win it this year and you continue to win it. We just want you to bring it, and we honor every level of it.
And we really encourage our judges to be very respectful of the entrants, and we really insist that they provide
constructive
feedback in order for entrants to really build a better beer. So we really, really work hard on that, and that's part of what our head steward is in charge of, is being sure that each one of the judges understands that and will provide you with that feedback that you can make a better beer for next year.
And it's just a win-win.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so I know a lot of people are a little bit afraid of criticism, and they're afraid to enter a competition because they don't want to be criticized for what they've made. But this is the perfect opportunity to increase your knowledge and to build a better product. And so it is your opportunity, and take advantage of it.
Well, too, a reminder, you're just a number. Your beer is the number. They don't know who you are. They don't know anything about you. Whoever's judging this, it's completely blind in their aspect, that they don't know who you are, and it's a good opportunity, like you said, to get that good feedback, but without a name associated with it, like, oh, she entered this on this date, like, oh, awkward.
And it's your opportunity to take it and run with it, and no one's going to know who you are.
Yep.
Yeah. And what if you're better than you think you are?
Exactly.
What if you're like, this is probably like,
and even if you aren't, you're going to know why, and you're going to move forward.
Right. It's like the safest opportunity to really find out what people think of your beer. It's great.
Absolutely. It's like, I don't know. I think you have to keep that humility and just realize that when you're offered a chance to get feedback, you can't take it personally. Like, obviously it's not personal.
No.
Yeah.
Unless you
unless you take it personally.
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, and even
but then
for
sometimes it just is. It's so important as to your development of any skill.
Yeah. And
that way.
For me, I'm terrible at negative feedback. I'm terrible at it in the moment. I'm like, no, you don't understand what I'm going for. You don't know what I'm doing. You don't understand me as a person. And then I take a nap, and then I wake up and I'm like, oh yeah, there's some really valid points in there, and I should probably work on that.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
It's a natural reaction, like, no, that you're wrong. I know what I'm doing, and then you're like, maybe I don't, and it's fine.
Great.
I will put that into practice starting tomorrow. That's fine. Great.
For sure. But as a brewer owner, even without competitions and stuff, you get feedback all the time off sales, what people comment on, what they enjoy. So it's a constant circle of feedback.
It's true, but it's very hard for people to tell you to your face what they really think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And customers who are consumers of beer, sometimes they're like, honestly, they're not all that well versed in off flavors, and there's improvements that can be made that are small that people won't necessarily point out to you.
Sure.
And I always welcome people when they tell me, they give me criticism, but it very infrequently happens.
Yeah.
And not that I don't deserve it. It's just like, it's hard to do it in front of somebody's face. So when when you are, in a competition, it's anonymous.
Yeah.
And it's more valuable too, because when you excel in that sort of thing, it's not a popularity contest, You know it's legit. So.
Yeah. Plus the judging's anonymous as well.
Yes.
So you don't know who's giving you that feedback.
You don't know who's giving you that one-on-one, looking in your eye and telling you something. You
know.
just know that it's from the heart.
Yes.
And it's not personal, and we all know how hard it is not to take it personal. But at the same time, we're into beer, and I would want to put out the best beer possible.
Right. Yeah. For sure.
So when you're talking about beer judges, how do you get your beer judges for the Queen of Beer? Is there a process for that? Entrance? How do you get your beer judges to come forward and come out and judge these delicious beers?
Beer judges?
Yeah.
Well, we put it out there to we get it going. Well, there's a whole pool of judges that are beer judging certification program certified. And so we put it out there. We send out an invite to all the judges, and then judges are able to sign up through queenofbeer.beer. And so we have our judges, and we also invite industry to join us as well, because we want to be sure there's a really good showing of people who are in the craft beer industry. And so I'm really excited about that. We have several industry judges coming in to help us, and then we also have really high-ranked judges within the BJCP program as well. I have judges flying in from all over the United States. I'm a little humbled by that.
Yeah.
So it's going to be quite the event.
Yeah.
And you're getting an opinion from the highest level to the lowest level, and know that when you're being judged equally, no matter who you are, and this will help you to either make the best beer or just be able to just keep what you got.
And in true BJCP guidelines, it is two-style.
Absolutely.
Like we're telling you,
follow all the guidelines.
This doesn't have what it needs to have to be in this qualification.
Right,
It's got an off flavor that would be fine in the Kolsch. It's not okay in an IPA, like that kind of stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, Melissa, how many entrants do you expect this year?
We're expecting about 125 entries this year.
Oh, cool.
So, yeah.
And are they coming from outside California?
No, well, yes, the United States.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have some
good.
from Florida already registered. Whoa. Michigan, Montana, Colorado, Oregon.
Yeah, all over the place.
Texas. Yes. I mean, they're coming in from everywhere.
I would say there's more out of state than there is in state.
Wow. Oh, super cool.
I'm really excited about it.
Chances are, the beer lover in your life already has all the glassware and brewery swag he or she can think of. How about giving the gift of knowledge this season instead? Joshua Bernstein, a journalist and veteran beer writer, is here to tap some beer wisdom on you. Featuring must-know insights from 100-plus beer industry pros, written in a fun and lighthearted way, Drink Better Beer is here to help you navigate the complicated landscape of craft beer, debunking commonly misunderstood myths. Available on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and IndieBound. Learn more at www.joshuambernstein.com. That's joshuambernstein.com. And as far as its history, has it always kind of been based in California?
Yes. It originally started with the group called Hayes out of El Dorado County, and that's where the founder, Beth and Gary, started the competition.
Now, I need to butt in for a second. When you say Hayes, is that Hays or Haze?
Haze, which
25 years ago, they're like, Hayes.
Hangtown Association of Zymergy Enthusiasts.
Good job. Well done, Teresa. Well done.
But back when Hayes was a terrible thing to have in a beer, they still we're going to commit to this.
Right.
Ahead of the curve on that.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
continue with the story. I just wanted to interject that they were ahead of the curve.
She started this whole thing out about 26 years ago and decided that there's so many women brewers, and she did a whole history of brewing, and it started out as it was for the women folk to be brewing the beers. And so until the industrial age, it was women that brewed all the beer. And so she just decided that this is what needed to happen, and so she started the whole Queen of Beer thing. And last year we had our 25th year, and I I went to her and I said, hey, we need to make this bigger.
Yeah.
Way bigger. And so I told her my vision, and she said, yes, let's do that. And so we have some really impressive corporate sponsors, including Brewer Supply Group, Imperial Yeast, Lost Coast Brewing, Crooked Lane, Pink Boots is on top of it, Amaretti, Pico Brew, Siebel Institute, Lallemand, Admiral Maltings.
Lost Coast, of course, one of the original craft breweries started by a woman.
Yes. And
wonderful stuff.
Barbara Broom is actually responsible for the first Queen of Beer crown.
Really?
Yes. Her one of her artistic directors actually designed it. And so we still have that, and it'll be displayed at the competition. We have Final Gravity,
Amy
Sign
Ruthnick,
Solutions,
Pink Boots Society.
Pink Boots Society. That's a cute little story all by itself.
Yeah.
They're our first sponsor. They're our 501c3 sponsor, and I went to the president of Pink Boots and I asked her, I said, why isn't there a farm league for professional brewers? And she said, well, what do you mean? And I said, well, where did all of these professional brewers actually come from? And she said, well, that's a damn fine idea. And so we got them behind us, and they are our 501c3. And so on top of Pink Boots, we also have Fermentos, Three Weavers, Ninkasi, Fort Rock, Hops About Beer, Beers and Sack, Cuvée Marketing, and Lucy Davis. Yeah. So it's been incredible. The people that we've come in contact with that are just all about supporting our competition.
So you've got something for every aspect of beer.
Oh my God.
It's all there. It's supporting this. Beautiful.
Yes. And then there's even more. There's like Micromatic, and there's just a ton of people that have just said, yes, we want to be a part of this.
Yeah.
So we want to support women in brewing.
Absolutely.
So.
And we are having it at Fort Rock this year. So they are housing us and taking care of us and making sure that everything that comes in is going to be refrigerated and treated with the utmost respect. And we're just ready to go.
Yeah. And when is the Queen of Beer judging competition actually taking place?
December 14th this year. It's on a Saturday.
Yep.
We start at 9:30 a.m. and we will go on, and when it's
straight on
over,
till morning.
And we will continue
straight on till morning.
Until wee morning hours. So Uber your way there and back because it's going to be epic fun.
Yeah. And then we talked a little bit, very briefly, you just mentioned taking care of the beer. So in order to do that, you need some stewards.
We do. We
some
have
volunteers
some
to make sure things are taken care of.
Stewards and volunteers. They're ready to make sure everything happens correctly and is run in a really professional manner. We're very excited about it.
And you can never have too much help. So I guess I should ask, how would you get involved if you wanted to be a steward for Queen of Beer?
Well, you would go to queenofbeer.beer and you would register as a volunteer.
Yes, there's a way to do that, and you don't have to belong to a club. Just give us your beer knowledge, give us everything you need, and contact us if you don't understand how to get there, and we'll help you get there. What we're looking for is somebody who has a love for beer, who understands it, and wants to learn. And we're all about it.
And hustle, hustle, hustle.
Well,
right.
We got that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Keep them cool, make the proper pours, everything like that. You got to take care of all that.
All of that, yes. So.
It makes or breaks this competition.
Indeed.
You get a bad pour.
Somebody
who
just
opens it too early, opens it improperly, fills poorly.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
Premature. No, not good.
Not ideal. Goes back to the old bottle for the second round. What are you doing? No. We have 3 bottles for a reason.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But again, if you have any questions or want to know anything about it, we do have a contact us. No question is a bad question. And we just welcome any feedback, any questions, anything you want to know or want to learn, let us know. We will take the time and let you know, and we hope to see you there.
Yeah, you can also reach out on social media, too. We're on Facebook, Instagram.
Absolutely.
Show us your pictures if you're brewing and you want to be showcased. We're happy to show off your fun that you're doing while you're brewing. So it's a fun, inclusive group, and just make sure we all get the love that we want.
And deserve.
Yay, Ben!
Hashtag Queen of Beer Comp. And also on Facebook, we're Queen of Beer Competition.
Yep.
And then on Instagram, it's also Queen of Beer Comp, right?
Queen of Beer Comp.
All right.
Yes. Hashtag Queen of Beer Comp.
Yeah. And then, of course, the website, as we've said a few times, queenofbeer.beer.
Beer, yes.
Yeah. Anything else people need to know before we get out of here?
Submit your shit.
And cheers.
Yes.
If you're on the fence, just do it.
Yeah, you got nothing to lose.
Is there an entry fee? That would be a question.
So much to learn.
$10.
$10. We'll spot you if you need it.
Yeah. Right?
To get some of the best beer judges in America telling you how they feel about your beer. If you're wondering, am I ready to take that next step? Am I ready to start apprenticing? Am I ready to start applying for jobs in the industry?
Yeah.
Right.
$10?
We'll get you anywhere, and if that's a problem, just contact us.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, why would you not do it?
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
We're here for you.
Yeah. And I'm very excited to see, like, as this grows, because it's been 26 years, but it's been a pretty small operation. And every year you guys push a little harder, push a little harder, push a little
Not
harder.
anymore.
Yeah, now you're like, no, we're backing this. This is a thing that needs to be focused on.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I've noticed you guys have been much more aggressive in promoting this year than in past years.
Yes. So we're in the Brew Haha podcast, Barley and Me, Zymergy magazine. We're looking at an article in Celebration right now.
Nice.
Celebrator magazine.
Celebrator, yeah.
It's been a little humbling. And so it's like, what have we done and what have we created? I'm really excited about it.
Every time you guys do something like that, it's laying groundwork for the future.
Absolutely.
You may not see those results now, but you'll see them next year. You'll see them the year after that, as you keep doing it.
Yeah.
And it's be like, okay, now it's this thing that like, you need to have awareness of. And that's very exciting.
It's kind of been my goal. It's like, we want to celebrate the future women of industry, and this is what we wanted to build, and that's why we have the educational component, and we really want to encourage those first-time entrants, and we want to support women in the brew industry, and we want you to elevate your craft, and we want to do everything we can to support you to do that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm very much looking forward to, in a few years, seeing all these past winners coming up and like making their own breweries and getting those beers out there, just because they've gotten the support structure. It's like, I know I can go to the next level.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, it's going to be great. I'm super excited about it. All right, we lost Teresa, which is fine. She's a business person.
She's working. She's a working girl today.
Yeah. She may just
We're very busy
Yeah.
today.
Yeah.
She's also supporting us 100%.
Well, I just want to say thank you so much to Crooked Lane Brewing for doing this, letting us do this. Teresa being a wonderful human being, a wonderful brewer.
Yes.
Definitely check her out if you haven't already done it. The Session, she's a co-host on The Session on the Brewing Network. She's fantastic on it. So do that. And get your submissions in. If you're on the fence, it's $10. Beer.beer. This has been episode 114 of Barley Me with Teresa Psuty. Thank you so much. You're welcome, man. Thank you so much for having me. That was a dead-on impression. I don't know. I nailed it, I think.
It.
Yeah. And then from the Queen of Beer competition, Vickie Olson, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Melissa McCann, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Rebecca Steele-Wilkie, thank you so much.
Thank you, Ben.
And thank you for listening. Get home safe.
Bye-bye.
Cheers.